Hello Capricorn, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your mini bonus. I don't have any particular questions in mind for this reading. I'm just going to allow the cards to communicate whatever needs to come through here today. All right guys, it's general as always, so let's begin and see what comes through here for you. I'm going to start with both of these decks by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot, the Coffee Shop Gossip deck and the Love Me Not Love Messages deck. All right, so Capricorn, let's take a look and see what your spirit guides, your angel guides need you to know right now when it comes to a particular person you're thinking of, a connection. All right, I'm guided to this card right here. We do have a third-party situation that is reflected here. That will not apply to everybody, but it is coming through here. So third party can, of course, have been infidelity in a partnership here, but it doesn't always have to be, because sometimes a third party element could simply also be family interference. It could be friends that, for example, disapprove of a relationship. It could be job opportunities or obligations getting in the way of the two of you guys finding time to be together. And so many factors, but yes, of course, it can be the typical meaning of infidelities and a third person. Okay, so perhaps you knowing what this represents will help the rest of the messages to play off of each other. So let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn when it comes to this love connection. What else do you need to know here? I'm immediately guided to this one. Running away and shutting you out, never willing to work out problems. And it does say on the bottom, love me not. Okay, so this is a part of the issue. Maybe someone was the runner here in this equation. It could have been you, it could have been the other person. If they were shutting you out because of a third party, because there was someone else that they were interacting with, then that is telling us what's going on here, that ultimately was the problem, the contributing factor to why things were not working out between the two of you. Okay, because running away and shutting you out, never willing to work out problems, that's because more than likely they were making time with someone else here. All right, so let's add to this, Capricorn, with additional guidance from my Silhouettes deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for this mini bonus reading for Capricorn. What else do we need to know? Third party. What do we need to know, please? Oh, gee, look at that. Someone was caught. Someone was busted. It was just a matter of time. So yeah, third-party situations, as far as the typical meaning of it, that seems to be coming through here. And what presented a problem in this connection. I'm also getting maybe somebody was a little overwhelmed with their obligations in a relationship, or at least pulling their weight in a partnership. It was easier to just run away from all that and get into another situation. That's why we've got shadows. Look at this, followed by temptations. Okay, busted, shadows, temptations, all having to do with that third party situation. Shadows, the only way to make friends with your inner demons is to face it, heal from it, and move on. So this is something perhaps that you can relate to, Capricorn. If you feel that you've got these inner demons within you that you need to figure out what they are. And if those inner demons have to do with these temptations, whatever they might be, it does not have to be infidelity, because sometimes temptations could be addictions. It could be obsessions with things, people. For some of you, you might be dealing with someone who's got drug addictions, alcoholism, behavioral issues, whatever these shadows represent. So temptations, of course, could also mean third party as far as infidelities and trust issues in a partnership. Not everything you see is meant for you to have, and clearly that has been a problem here. Okay, so let's clarify some of this stuff with some tarot. I'm going to pull from my Tabby Tarot Teacher deck. And I introduced this deck last week, and this is was my Tabby Jingles. We ended up losing her February of this year to cancer, and it was just absolutely devastating. One of the hardest things we've ever had to do was to put her down. So anyway, this deck is dedicated to her memory, and if you're interested in supporting this deck, a portion of the proceeds of the sale of this deck will be donated to various animal charities in her memory and her honor. So if you'd like to help us with that, it's greatly appreciated. And of course, I will include the link to my deck shop down below. So Capricorn, some very clear messages here. Someone was caught cheating more than likely, or doing something that they know that they shouldn't have been doing. These inner demons have to be faced, addressed in order for you to move on, in order for the relationship to have progress. Running away from those problems is not going to fix it. Judgment Day will come. Yeah, you know, that awakening. So if this pertains to you, for example, Capricorn, if you relate to this, first of all, you have to recognize your own faults. The other person does as well, because this is a rebirth. This is absolution. It is something perhaps that fell apart, a relationship, a connection, or even something within you that died. It's no longer thriving, you know? So this is about a reincarnation. It comes back to life, perhaps in a different way, in another form, in order for you to really do things differently moving forward. There's this need to really take a look at the past and what didn't work there, not just in this relationship, but in your life overall, you know, in order to do things differently moving forward, as I've mentioned, and to have a better future, a better connection. This could also be the need for apologies and forgiveness. You know, maybe there wasn't closure between you and this person. But yeah, Judgment Day will come. Some of you guys could be dealing with a fire sign, or you could have fire in your chart. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius here. Divine Feminine coming in as the Empress representing Taurus. Okay, so Capricorn, that could be your feminine coming through, especially if you happen to be Capricorn representing the masculine energy, because we've got Divine Feminine coming in as the Empress. So this is about beauty, motherhood, pregnancy. Some of you guys could have already had children together or have talked about this. This could also represent supportive female friends, family members that are supportive in your life, that are there to help you during this time in however way you need it, Divine Feminine. Okay? This is also about recognizing the power that you have within yourself, that you can manifest abundance in your life. Sometimes we have to be creative in how that happens, but you need to recognize that you have the capability to be able to make all of those things happen. Something about Taurus coming through here very strongly, because we now have the Hierophant coming through here, Capricorn. Maybe you both have Taurus in your chart for some of you guys, but this is commitment right here that could even lead towards marriage, long-term commitment. But first, through working through whatever these shadows represent and the Hierophant and a spiritual lesson that needs to be learned, basically, in order for you guys to move forward and be successful, that comes first. You know, so maybe there is growth that is happening here, and there's been a shift. Maybe this person is no longer running away from their obligations and the role that they need to play in the partnership. Maybe this is them stepping up, you know. And then we've got the Three of Wands, all about expansion and looking ahead towards the future and really making better choices, making better decisions. And I'm really happy to see this. The Six of Wands is victory and success in this partnership. So you guys have had your fair share of difficulties, no doubt, but you have the potential to really turn things around and improve the direction that this is going. Maybe that falls on your lap here, Capricorn, but I feel ultimately you guys have to work together to be able to dedicate time and energy towards this partnership. And then you've got the World. So cycle completion. the cycles that have to do with the past, that needs to be done. You know, close that door in order to open up a new chapter for the two of you. And this involves so much more than just your love life too, you know, because this could be your career goals. This could just be personal dreams that you yourself have in mind. Okay, so you've got the world at your feet right here. And believe it or not, the world card focuses in the energies of the fixed signs, which is Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So Taurus really coming through here very strongly for some reason for some of you guys. Maybe that means something to some of you. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some dialogue cards on behalf of the person that you are thinking about for this reading. Capricorn, so I'm going to pull from my Heavenly Hearts Oracle deck here. What is it that they want to say to you? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. What do they want to say for this mini bonus here? No one else can love me the way you do. Yeah, that's it. You know, maybe they realized that after they got themselves entangled into this third-party situation, realizing they had it all along. They had the best love that they could ever find. You know, it's a full package. Those intimate moments, the passion, the chemistry, and the love. There are no words in existence to express how much you mean to me. The falling rain, like the tears from my eyes, know the depth of my sorrow. It hurts missing you. So yeah, they miss you. But there's a potential to fix this. There's a potential to really be victorious as far as coming back together and letting go of the past and closing that door. And lastly, your love is a gift from heaven. Okay, that is how they see the love that you have given them. And maybe they realize that they really messed things up. They really contributed to why things fell apart in the connection. But it's also this person who has the capability to fix things. Okay, so that's what's presenting itself here this time, Capricorn. I do hope whatever part of this made sense for you helped you out. If you're interested in your own reading, that info is down below. That's it for now, guys. Thank you so much. See you next time.